So let's talk about how we make it real for our members, providing the collaborative environment to innovate and bring together the collective knowledge and wisdom of our industry to propel our industry forward through this massive and radical transformation that's needed so urgently now. TM Forum focuses on three core questions facing our industry today. Firstly, how do I transform my business to be fit in this digital world? How do I move at the pace of that market, and how do I transform the operations that we're focused on to actually deliver at internet speed? Secondly, of course, how do I put the customer at the center of my business? How do I embrace tools like design thinking and analytics to really understand my customer and innovate from that customer out, rather than trying to apply my technology solutions to that customer? And how do I retain and build stronger relationships with those customers in this very fragmented digital world? Finally, as I become a digital service enabler, how do I actually manage and deliver those services end to end? And how do I provide and play that core critical glue role within the ecosystem as an enabler of so many other services to actually stitch them together? Now, we do work across the forum in so many different channels and ways through our collaborative program, and all of those drive into a core set of standards called our framework set of standards and our open APIs that are building out the framework and tools, a living lab, if you will, for much of the thinking of the industry today, all collaboratively done by real professionals out in the market using the TM Forum collaborative platform and environment to get that work done. We're evolving that suite of standards and frameworks very quickly from tools that have transformed the industry in the first part of this century and have been evolving continuously since then. We've provided the common language to so many businesses to look at the complex business processes and really simplify the underlying systems and the way in which their businesses operate. And in the last few years, we've been adapting and continuing to evolve those tools to cope with so many of the new business models that we see in this M2M and IoT world. Now we're making the next major change in that evolution, which is to embrace platform business models. New business models that will underpin so much of the internet world we see today and will really underpin the business that we will do and the way in which the communications industry will grow in this market today. And we're creating new tools in our digital platform reference architecture that takes slices of all of that knowledge that exists in our framework suite of standards and produces it into the right microservice and componentized capabilities that we can actually use out in the market today. So we're driving that forward very quickly and very aggressively to meet the needs of the market today, and that work's being done by our members in real companies tested in real time. But we're not just stopping there with just providing underlying standards. We really see the value that we can offer and that we deliver into the market every day to our members being broken down into three core areas. The first is how we can enable innovation and transformation, something that's surprisingly easy to say but very difficult to do today. Providing a digital maturity model that helps to guide the pathway through that transformation, and catalysts, projects that help us to take ideas outside the normal corporate environment, pair up with partners from across the industry and deliver in record time, just a few months, working proof of concept projects that over time become ready for commercialization. Secondly, we're of course focused on how we optimize and automate business operations to move at internet speed. And both the digital platform reference architecture, which is very much setting the pace and direction for future operational and business systems that automate so much of that, but also the underlying set of toolkits that help us to deliver against that promise. Best practices, rich sets of toolkits, all brought together through sharing common industry best practice and knowledge to progressively move our industry forward much more rapidly. Finally, we're here to actually deliver on the promise of business growth, and we can enable that both by setting out and enabling the platform business models we see that are so crucially important to the growth of our digital service enablement businesses today, and the core underlying standards and best practices in open APIs and our partner toolkits to make that happen. All of that's underpinned by the forum's collaborative innovation platform that helps us to bring companies together to drive that transformation and to do new business and deliver on the promise of business growth in this digital market today.